Long years ago, hidden deep in the folds of the Himalayas, a boy quietly into the mist. His name was Tenzin. Tenzin's world was simple. In a forgotten village where prayer flags danced in the wind and stories passed like breath through mountains. Nestled in a quiet valley surrounded by Himalayan peaks, the village felt like time had forgotten it. No roads, no machines, just earth, stone, sky, and stories. He was 12. No shoes, no secrets. Not yet. Tenzin lived in a small home built from stacked stones, warmed by yak dung fires and thick woolen blankets. Every morning, he'd wake before the sun. First, he'd help his father gather firewood, then walk with his mother to fetch water from the icy river. When the work was done, Tenzin would vanish, down to the river, alone. What he found that morning, buried in stillness and river fog, was something no one was ever meant to see. A golden clock, etched with symbols, ticking backward. When his fingers touched the object, a jolt shot through his arm. He pulled it into the boat. A clock, but not a normal one. It's about something far more powerful. The invisible truth. He looked around. No one was there, so he made a choice. Behind his house, beneath a large flat rock, he dug a small hollow and placed the clock inside, covered it with moss, patched the ground. It was his secret now, his alone. That night, he didn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he felt the clock in his hands again. Not ticking, but waiting. And though he didn't know it yet, something ancient had just awakened. In the days that followed, Tenzin became different. Not outwardly, he still did his chores, smiled at the neighbors, helped his mother carry water. But inside, something had shifted. He visited the hidden clock every day. Not to play, not to show off, just to touch it. Each time, the same tingle ran through his fingers, a warm electric pulse, and then something stranger, whispers. What had just happened? Could it move time or his mind? That night he didn't eat, didn't speak. The thought haunted him. He imagined telling his father, his mother, but each time the words caught in his throat. He became afraid of his own thoughts, and then came the guilt. He hadn't stolen it, but he hadn't shared it either. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains and the sky turned the color of burning embers, the villagers gathered near the temple for prayer. That's when Lama Dorje approached. An old monk with robes the color of dried blood and a beard white as the snow on the highest peak. His presence was calm, but carried the weight of lifetimes. "You've been quiet, young one," the monk said softly. His voice was calm, but his eyes, deep and knowing, felt like they saw everything.
You've been quiet, young one. So many thoughts stirring inside you. Tell me what weighs on your heart.
Tenzin hesitated, then nodded. "Just thinking. Thinking is good," Lama Dorje replied. But heavy thoughts can grow heavier in silence. Would you like to share yours?
Just thinking. Thinking is good, young one. But too much thinking can become a burden.
Something about the way he spoke made lying impossible. So Tenzin told him, everything, the boat, the river, the clock, the whispers, the shift in time, the fear, the guilt. The monk didn't interrupt. He listened fully, not just to the words, but to the weight behind them. When Tenzin finished, there was a long silence. Then Lama Dorje spoke. "The soul?" Tenzin asked quietly.
The soul? You mean the part of me I cannot touch or see?
The monk nodded. The deepest part of you. The place where intentions live. The place no one sees but you. So, it's not magic? Oh, it's magic, the monk smiled. But not the kind in books. It shows us who we are when no one is looking, and that is the most dangerous kind. Tenzin's voice trembled. I thought it would make me powerful, but now I feel like it's watching me, judging me. Lama Dorje placed a hand gently on his shoulder. It's not judging you, he said. It's showing you your reflection. Tenzin looked down. I don't like what I see. Then you're already becoming wiser, the monk whispered. And those words hit deeper than any spell or ancient tale, because Tenzin finally understood. The real power of the clock wasn't to change the world. It was to reveal who you truly are when no one else is looking. That night, Tenzin couldn't sleep. The monk's words echoed through him like the wind between peaks. It's showing you your reflection.
It's showing you your reflection.
He turned in his blanket, heart heavy. He had wanted to become someone important, someone more. But now, he just wanted to be honest. At first light, Tenzin rose quietly. No breakfast, no fire. He grabbed his shawl and walked down the path to the river. The morning was still, like the world had paused just for him. He reached the hiding place and uncovered the clock. It pulsed faintly in his hands, as if it knew. He placed it in his boat and began to row. Mist clung to the surface of the water. The mountains loomed silently above, like ancient watchers. When he reached the center, where it had all begun, he stopped. He held the clock in both hands. With that, he leaned over and lowered the clock into the river. For a moment, it floated, glowing softly. Then it began to sink, slowly, like it had always belonged to the depths. When he reached the village, he ran to the temple. Lama Dorje was sitting on the steps. Tenzin bowed deeply. I returned it, he said. The monk looked up and smiled. Then the clock did its work. But it didn't do anything, Tenzin said. I didn't change the past. I didn't fix anything.
Then the clock did its work.
But it didn't do anything. I didn't change the past. I didn't fix anything.
Lama Dorje shook his head gently. You fixed yourself.
You fixed yourself.
And with that, Tenzin finally understood. The magic was never in the clock. It was in the choice.